Standards of perfect human nature 3. Shui Feng. As far as an individual is concerned, perfect human nature is a must for his/her life to go to supreme life space. As for all human beings, it is the prerequisites to establish justice, peace, and happiness of human value system. Without perfect human nature, individual not only cannot get happiness, but also has no bright future. The mankind can never avoid the state of ups and downs in competition, confrontation, and war. The 8 conditions of perfect human nature. 1. Revere greatest creator, revere gods and Buddha, revere other people. 2. No mind of losing and winning, no mind of combating. 3. Revere nature. 4. Modest, trustworthy, and honest. 5. Be sympathetic and compassionate. 6. Be able to adjust and stay calm in both good times and bad times. 7. Conform to the laws of nature, seek not the special and abnormal. 8. Love life, love labor. 2. Have no sense of winning and losing or rival. The meaning of life lies to pursue truth and be an immortal rather than try to compete and gain victory. A man who doesn't sublimate his own personality does not pursue the perfect human life, but rather spends all his time and energy to struggle for money and wealth, fame and status, success and victory, glorify and illustrate his ancestors or to leave a name in the history. He is putting the cart before the horse. The only path to the supreme life space is the perfect human nature. All the rest are nothing but the cumbersome and rubbish of life. Those who have no sense of winning and losing or rival should realize that you are unique in this world. You have your own life and the right to pursue a better life. You are behaving yourself in the standards of Allah and the greatest creator, rather than those standards of the secular society. You get proper conditions of existence through labor. You need not to spend precious life for worthless things. As a member of the human society, you should do your duty and obligation, rather than satisfy the vanity and pride for the catering of the world. If you are a piece of grass, you should not envy the upright poplars and delicate peony. If you are a rose, you should not laugh at the small grass and the dull willows. Don't reduce your life standards and bend your knees to the secular because of the persecution of life. Do not force yourself to do something you do not like. Working is for the sake of perfect humanity. If you are prompted and granted with higher ranks, it is fine. It is not right if you dare not to play golf simply because you are a president. It is not right if you dare not to go to the lake for fishing simply because you are a Nobel Prize winner, and you cannot forbid yourself to lie down naked in the outdoor bathing place simply because you have been granted as a moral master. Determine not to be the slaves of money, wealth, fame, status, beauty, family, nationality, country, others, or religion. Do not override on anyone, also don't succumb to anyone. You are equal with all other people. The ups and downs, frustrations, and tortuous of your life are nothing but the pure ornament of your life. They are not success or failure. So do not be happy for the success and cry for the failure. Anyone cannot suppress you in the name of gods, celestial beings, and Buddha, because first you are a man. Nobody should comfort you and guide you with the illusion of the future. Himself is not clear. You have to enjoy the beautiful life belonged to you in this lifetime first. Don't let other people's beliefs, which they can't even follow, to confine you. You should have your own standards. Let others enjoy the competition, contest, combating and fighting. Don't get yourself involved. You should go on your life journey, in your own pace and speed. The most promising one in the human society is not a president, a scientist, a national hero, nor an artist, a writer, an ordinary civilian, but a man with perfect humanity. Shakyamuni Buddha has declared that I have obtained the passionless samadhi and that I surpass all men. I am, therefore, the highest passionless arhat. Which means once you reach the state of no win and no lose, you reach the highest ideal of being a man. And when you reach this state, you are transcending life and death. You are no longer need of transmigration. Those who don't like compete and have no preference on winning or losing are the living Buddha, the celestial beings and the great men in the world. The ones who have reached the state of carefree of winning and losing have the following characteristics. Do not participate in any activities that characterized with winning and losing and will not judge people's success or failure, merits or weak or strong by winning or losing. Do not care about the first or second place whether it is work, study, or recreation and entertainment. whether it is inheriting, promotion or getting dividends, or getting along with colleagues, or choosing professions. They take what belongs to them. They do not plot, fight for and rob for something does not belong to them. Leave the right of life to others and death to themselves when in need. Those who reached a mind of no competition have the following characteristics. Do not accept the evolution view of the law of the jungle, the survival of the fittest. They believe that human society can be in the same boat and coexist with each other peacefully. In any field of human activities, there is a best way of peaceful settlement. There's no need to intrigue, cheat, buy and fight against each other. When people around are attracted by interests and desires, and can't wait to fight for them, you just stand aside and be indifferent and see how they fight fiercely to blood bleeding. There is no winner in life. Circumstances alter cases. Fortune is variant. Everyone has to go empty-handed in the end. So what is the point to fight and show off? A person who does not know what his tomorrow is like is always a floating cloud, a leaf in the autumn season, a fish in the pond, a worm in the grass. Look back the history, the fighting for success or failure, winning and losing among human beings has little difference with the battles among animals such as flies fighting for blood, mole crickets and ants fighting for food, rats biting and chicken pick, fox and wolf chasing, dragon and tiger fighting. You cannot find too much civilization in that. Time and tides wait for no man. So you should cherish your limited time. Do not let earthly disputes get your mind disturbed. Do not fall in the slough and lose yourself in the fighting for victory.